All right. So, Johnny, let's see what we have in our next league. I think this might be my league. I'm not sure. I don't think this is my league. So, what league is this, Johnny?
This is Marwick Head. Is this your league?
This is my league. So I'm not going to mention anything on these guys.
Let's get the Porks team up. Come on.
All right, let's start with you.
Should we start with you?
Yeah, go for it.
Right.
Oh my.
Oh god. Yeah, so 4 IDPs. 5?
5, apparently.
5? What are you doing, man?
No, do I have 5? Is he Jesse Bates?
Have 5. You picked Micah Parsons over. Yeah. I get why you picked Micah Parsons because
you never know which one's going to. I mean, seriously, towards the end of the draft, I mean, you're just taking flyers anyway. Jesse Bates is a strong safety. They usually, rack up tackling, points.
I like the Jake
Derwin
Ferguson.
James, when he's healthy, he can perform well.
I like your Jake Ferguson.
I like Ernest Jones.
But you've got Puka Nacua with this unknown injury. Apparently, it's just a bursa sack. Yeah. It's not that bad. So you got Puka, that's all right. DJ Moore, we spoke about it, too many mouths to feed.
Yeah.
George Pickens, don't mind that. But then, if them 3 don't work, you're relying on Lab McConkey, who has picked up an injury in training, and Troy Franklin, who we've not really heard too much about. The only thing what can play in your favour is if Bo Nix starts, he's like his safety blanket because they've played together for a couple of years already. So he knows Bo Nix's way of thinking and Bo Nix knows his way of thinking. That could work out in your favour. Then your running backs, Jonathan Taylor, fair enough. But then you've got to play either Trey Benson, Jalen Wright, Breland Allen, or a third stringer for the Raiders. I don't know, man. The only thing you could hope, the only thing here, what kind of plays in your favour for trade capital is Dak Prescott and Herbert. If Justin Herbert has a really productive season or Prescott plays like he plays and someone starts struggling at the quarterback position, you might be able to draft them to then bolster something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was really I hated drafting in this spot. It seemed like the guys, the Rebels and the Eagles always seemed to pick the guys that I was going to pick. And even when I got the Parsons pick, I was going to pick Evans, and then I panicked, and then I saw Walker. I should have picked Walker, and then, I don't know. It's not going to be my year. Let's just say that. All right, let's look at the better teams. Johnny, go ahead and scroll back up. Let's look at the first 5. Pez, I will just let you take over. You tell me what you think here.
You sound defeated already.
I'm going to be rage quitting. You'll be looking for a new fucking host next week.
Right. I'm back. Right. Let's have a look.
Sorry, kids, for my language there.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, yeah, he says Peterhead has 7 IDP. Oh, that's the other thing that I meant to say. I'm also in the other league what is it? I don't know what the big name is, but the one with Simo, and they have a lot of IDP players. And I kept getting confused on like the IDP slots and what we required. And I would be picking at like 5:50 in the morning after I just woke up. Yeah.
Oh
My
Lord.
fault. My fault.
Right, Johnny, just chuck in the chat. Do you know who the Peterhead Bloody Jets are? Because
Peterhead Bloody Jets.
I'm just a bit confused. I'm just a bit confused, really. He's got to play 3 wide receivers, and his 3 wide receivers are Ayuk, Adunze, Hollywood Brown, and Adonai Mitchell. Now, because of the Downs injury, Adonai Mitchell is essentially wide receiver 2. And I think he's good enough to get some production. But you're relying on Ayuk, who no one has a clue what he's up to. Rome Odunze, who is buried behind DJ Moore, Keenan Allen, who are 2 bona fide PPR vets.
Mm-hmm.
Him and Caleb, I was very interested in. It's preseason 1. I know there's not too much to look into it, but I thought him and Caleb Williams would have a better connection together, seeing as Caleb wanted him. They've done all this training together. They went to the draft together. They're sharing a house together and all these tangibles. And they didn't really look great together in that first game, whereas Keenan Allen and DJ Moore looked a lot more surefire. So he's turned up now. So yeah, his team's as much of a head scratcher as yours, Pork, to be quite honest. And then he's gone heavy on IDP in positions that I personally don't like. He's gone all D-line. He's got 1 linebacker and then a couple of DBs. Like, I know Sauce Gardner is a sexy name to have, but the scoring of the IDP in this league really does not benefit him one little bit. So that's a head scratcher, that team. And then I like the balance of 3 quarterbacks. I think is a bit excessive, but Sambach Satans, is it the 3rd team?
Yeah, the Sambach Satans.
I do like that. He's got a nice balance there. Justin Jefferson, Stephon Diggs, Zay Flowers, T. Higgins, Rashad White, Alvin Kamara, Aaron Jones, Chase Brown, potential, Travis Kelce, Brock Purdy, and then his backups. I do like his team. He's got some nice balance.
I do think there's more parity in this league. None of the teams so far have stood out like the previous league.
Yeah. But, I think he stands out like for how I draft. Johnny's taking you out as well, Porky.
Well, if you remember last year, I did the same. I picking Joey Bosa in the 5th round. So, and then I dropped him in week 1.
The Wakefield Niners.
Yeah.
McCaffrey's McCaffrey, but he's a Niners fan, so we don't need to go any deep into his team. Yeah. I do like the Sambach team here. I do like his balance. He's just gone 2 IDPs. He's got a good tight end in the premium. Brock Purdy should just be solid. Gino this year could be really good in that new system he's got around him. So yeah, I do like out of all the teams, I'd say for me he's probably got the nicest balance.
So Johnny, let's take a look at the next 5 teams.
Oh yeah, because we only concentrated on yours.
All right.
Oh Lord.
What do we got here? Oh, look at that with the Raptors. I bet they're going to mention a few things about that team.
Who the hell's Rashid Rahid? Is that meant to be Shaheed, not Rahid?
Who's that? Which team?
In the Raptors. 15th. Oh, it's a typo by Johnny.
Okay.
Again, I'm not a big fan of Swift. TJ Watt, yeah, he's not too bad. Winfield's all right. Wilkins, Booker, he's gone too old. Thingy. It's not overly bad. I do like it. Devonta Smith, I don't really like that as a third wide receiver. The Geordie Vikings, Amaro St. Brown, Tank Dell, Rasheed Rice, Leggett, could be anything. Jerry Jeudy could be a sleeper this year. I do like Jalen Polk. He's got Trey McBride with Stroud, Etienne Stevenson, Javonte Williams. I do like that. I like that balance of the Vikings. I just don't, again, his IDPs, my personal preference. He's got 2 D linemen. Don't know. Apart from that, I do like his balance as well. The Eagles.
And while you're looking at the teams, I will just mention to our listeners that Rich Eisen picked the Raiders to win the division last year. Even the most highly paid experts in the NFL sphere are wrong every now and then.
Oh, that's 2 shows back to back. You've took a bit of a beating there, Pork, innit?
So, Mr. Daniel Lovett, you can take your comment and stick it where the sun don't shine. I'll meet you in the Orkney chat, my friend.
Well, that's it. We've set a rivalry now. We're going to have to compare you and him every single week, how you get on.
Yeah, I think so. I don't even know this guy, and he's busting my balls. I
tell you. Oh, man. Keenan Allen in the 9th round. That's not too bad. Yeah, I do see what, so was Nottingham Rebels and the London Eagles either side of you?
Yeah, Luke, you've decided to join in on the fun?
Oh, Lord.
You wait, Luke. Micah Parsons is going to be the highest scoring IDP in the league this year.
Do you know what? Nottingham Rebels, I could see why he got a bit dejected, because it's like he's not got a bad balance in his team. He's took 4 IDPs, but they're all ones that are at the right position for me. Wando Robinson could be a steal in the 18th round. Yeah, because he's bored by that point, Johnny. What else has he got to do? He's pretty much made. His meat and potatoes are all put there together. Kind of has the luxury. He's got the 2 quarterbacks. He's got 2 all right tight ends, and the Njoku should be solid for him. He's got IDP solid. Marvin Harris in the 2nd round over Puka. You could probably question that. Devontae Adams in the 3rd round. I like that. Keenan Allen in the 9th.
All right. So, Pez, it is time to have rubber meet the road in order to fit our time, so you can have the executive meeting that has been prearranged. Who you got here, Dr. Pez?
Could you go up, Johnny?
And any of our listeners, if you want to put in some expert commentary on who do you have in this division, Luke or Daniel, you're more than welcome to Everett, if you're still here, to share your prediction.
Go back down, Johnny, please. Well. I just wanted to check that Sandbach team, but I do like the Nottingham Rebels. I do like what he's done there.
Nottingham Rebels.
He's picked 2 kickers, but right at the end, and his wide receivers could kind of I don't mind his wide receivers. His running backs could, with Mixon there, but Mixon could be all right.
Yeah, the 2 teams next to me were able to feast.
Clearly.
So, I'm not surprised that you picked the Rebels because I left a lot of meat on the
Now,
table for him to choose from.
I don't know, actually, because the Geordie Vikings, the Rebels, and the Sandbach are the three that stand out to me. I can't really pick
They are
between
some
them
pretty
because
strong teams. I feel like
they've all got little things that you can pick. One of them three.
I do think
One of them three I do like.
I do think that this league has a lot more parity, or the teams are a lot closer. And one or two injuries could really change the complexion of this league a lot more than perhaps the previous league. But so, what was your final choice, Dr. Pez?
The Geordie Vikings, the Nottingham Rebels, or the Sandbach team. I think they're the three that stand out, but I don't know which one I'd prefer. You pick between one.
What's that?
No, do you know what? Go back up, Johnny, quickly. Let me just have another look at that Sandbach team. Johnny may have fallen asleep.
There you go.
I'll go Sandbach. I'll go the Sandbach team.
Sandbach Statons. All right. Yeah. Now I know who to be gunning for. All other 9 teams in my league.
You just have to make sure you beat them when it's your matchup so you can gloat when you come on.
That's right. So, but last year I wasn't very pleased with my team, and I ended up winning 6 of the last 7. So who knows what will happen after I make a few trades, perhaps.